Welcome back to the KLINGBERG Motorsport YouTube channel, everybody. It has been a while, I'll tell you, since I've been in the shed making something, and I do apologize for that. So we're going to dive back into the KE70 V8 swap build. But yeah, I was editing some videos the other day, and I looked back and I was like, oh, it's been far too long since I've been in the shed making stuff. So I do apologize. We're going to get back into it. I've got heaps of work to do on this car in the next few months. So yeah, let's do some explaining, right? So if you've missed the first part of this build, it's actually an A71 Corolla, so K70, A71, very similar, different fronts, different engines, etc. From factory. In this case, the body is the same, everything else is the same, which is what we want, obviously. So this car was originally actually a race car. It came from the eastern states of Australia, has a cage, has a 31 diff. It was purchased without an engine, without running gear and stuff. So in previous videos, I have gone through and we have fitted an LS in here. So this is just an LS1 in here at the moment, but this is just a dummy engine. While we were getting another engine sorted, so it's getting a 6-litre, done headers. I've done quite a few other bits and pieces on this as well. So we've got like radiator support converted over from A71 to K70 flat front. This is a JZX100 radiator. So the biggest possible radiator I could fit in here. I had to like notch all these caster rod brackets and everything. This is obviously where the front chassis rail would have been before. It actually like was set up a lot higher, so I've dropped it down like 50 mil at least. I do have to weld all this, but that's all going to happen when the engine comes back out. Yeah, I've done fuel, like fuel cell and everything in here. I've got heaps of parts. So over the last 6 months or so, I've been collecting parts, so we can pretty much get this all the way finished over, say, the next, like I said, few months. A few other little bits and pieces I got to get. There's another seat. Yeah, we're gonna change up possibly what we're doing. This was gonna get twin carbies, but that might actually get a manifold and injection now, so we're just working on that. But yeah, it's got obviously my lock kit in it, full set of Shockworks coilovers. It's got some RX-7 brakes on it, heaps of stuff done to it. I've got tail shaft ready to go, and today we are diving into bumpers. So if you know K70s, A71s, in Australia, they have big, ugly plastic bumpers. So today we're gonna fix that, because pretty much in every other country in the world, these Corollas came with much nicer chrome bumpers. So I have been shopping. This is a chrome bumper from Thailand, and it has, like I got a front and rear bar for it. So today we're going to mount these. Pretty straightforward. Now I am doing it for a drift car. This is obviously going to be a drift car. So we're actually making bash bars behind here that they will mount to. That's why I've got a bit of roll cage tube in here. So I've had this bent up. I do not have a tube bender, so got someone to bend that up, and I'm going to mount that onto here. So this is obviously the front bar, so we'll get stuck into this one to start with. Then we'll do the rear bar afterwards. So you can see here I've welded in these big thick plates, right? This caps off the end of the chassis rail. I've also braced the chassis rail top and bottom and side and everything when I've welded that on. So this plate here is drilled and tapped on the end. This is how I've mounted my bumpers in the Corolla. And I've actually just mounted the Corolla bumpers for my car just off of one bit of plate, and then it kind of like comes off of that in some tube to the bash bar. With this one, I think I'm going to add a top plate maybe, so it'll kind of be a top plate and a front plate, and then off of that will come up. But yeah, so we want some probably 40 mil flat bar, 40 or 50 mil flat bar, I think, and we'll just cut up some brackets to running low. This bit of we don't need much, because I think we only need about probably 80 mil on each side of this. So we're gonna chop that up, make a plate on there, and then we can work out how we're going to mount this bar on there. So I'm gonna get stuck into that. Okay, got these cut and bolted on, rough design, and I've come up with what I'm going to do on the actual bars themselves. So you can see I have drilled holes and mounted these little plates. So that's just a bit of that 40mm flat bar, drilled and tapped, 10mm thread in it. And I have ground a bit of this down sort of thing, like the surround for, this is where the indicator sits. This car is not going to have indicators there. I think I'll do the same as what I've got on my car, on my Corolla, and I'll convert these to indicators, so it's going to have indicators here and here. Anyway, plates mounted in there. I'm going to run different bolts to that. They're just 4-hour bolts. So this, I've trimmed this down a bit, and it is going to sit in here about 10mm from the end, something like that. Something like that. It's sitting flush on there, and then on this bend it's sitting on the bar as well. And then basically I'll just weld it to this plate. So this will be welded to this, and then I will probably zip tie it on the car or something. So I'll probably lift this up on the hoist with it zip tied on the front, and we'll make some templates up to go from those plates to that bar. So let's get some tacks on there. I'm only going to MIG all of this because it's getting painted, it's bash bars, it's consumable for drifting realistically, but MIG, plenty. Looking better already. Definitely changes the look of the car. Obviously, this car will also get that bottom lip, the same as my car. I had a temporary one on it before, but I need to cut out an alloy one out of 3mm sheet, because that's all I've got on my car, just a bit of 3mm sheet alloy that's trimmed up, and it's lasted quite a while. I think I've been through 1 or 2 of them, so I've got a template for them. So I'll trim that up. That covers up all of this. This car will also have a bash plate underneath to guard the sump, because the sump sits quite low in here. But now we're getting somewhere. So what we're going to do, I'm going to space it out from the, obviously it's just got zip ties holding it up. I'm going to space it out from the body a bit, maybe 10mm off the body, 5-10mm, so that these bits line up, something like that. Then I'm going to put another bit of tube between that plate and that bar up there. So once I work that out, should be good to go. I'm going to lift it up on the hoist and get stuck into the next bit. Pretty much rinse and repeat for the rear bar too. Essentially exact same setup, except it's not going to be mounted off the plate. I think I had a bit of a look last night. I'm going to, so it's got bolt holes there and here. These are already threaded, so I'm going to just run a tap through and make sure they're all good. Probably put a bit of angle line on it, I think, so have angle coming out, and then the bar will sit sort of on the top of the angle line in this area. The tube, I should say, the roll cage tube. Sit on top of the angle line, and then I'll sort of brace from the angle line up to the tube sort of thing. So pretty much the same sort of setup as the front though. So this is obviously the bar here, and I'll just basically trim this bar to get it to fit properly. Make a plate probably on each end to actually mount the bar, with a roll cage tube to the bar, and then rinse and repeat. So let's get this one done though. Looking better already. Whew. Zip tied to perfection. That just needs a little tweak, but. All right. This is my template, so I'm going to essentially get this in here. If you can see, it'll kind of sit something like that, notched on one end. I've tried to make them identical left to right, so it's got the same spacing, and you can't quite see in there, but what we're gonna do is get the old hand notcher out, notch that, cut that one, bada bing, bada boom, like this. Like so. And that will, if I cut it right, slot in something like that. There's some little adjustments in there, but something like that. Something like that. Just some little adjustments when I tack it into place. It's got to come this way a smidge. Now, if you're doing this, make sure you don't take into account the end caps. Like obviously I'm going to test them and everything with the end caps, but what I'm really looking at is where the actual bumper starts and finishes, and the position of the like indicators to the headlights, and like making sure everything else for the actual bar itself is straight and square. It needs a little bit of like shuffling obviously, but yeah, the end caps, I've had a few of these bumpers and all the end caps are like a bit different essentially, so don't fall for that one. Right, chuck some welds on that, and then I'm just going to tack that obviously, and then we'll start on the rear bar, and yeah, get in there. Front bar's all tacked up, solid, sitting there. I haven't fully welded. I'm going to take the chrome, actual chrome bar off and the ends. Just double check all the measurements to the headlights, to the panels, to the radiator support before I fully weld that one out. But we're going to get the rear tacked up. So I have gone ahead and made some, just some angle iron brackets that bolt in. So one end is slotted, one end isn't. The holes are actually slightly different left to right on this, so I thought the neatest way to do them rather than having holes in different places would be to slot them. So that's done. Got the trusty zip ties back up here because I have tacked this bar in, so the same idea as the front. I've welded some little plates in, bolted some plates to the bar, tacked the plates to the like roll cage tube, actual bash bar sort of thing. These ones are hidden under the under here, so under the plastic caps on the end. So yeah, let's chuck that up there. All right, done. See ya. Nice and clean, covered in my handprints. That's actually pretty good. That's just sitting on top, like I did before all this, measure the position of the like where the bar was going to sit as to like the body line and the bumper and everything. So I offset the position of the bash bar sort of thing in the bumper. I just moved a little bit to suit. As you can see, we've just got to go probably a little bit out a little bit sort of thing, because it's probably a little bit too tight on that. 5 mil back this way. Yeah, probably the same. It's got to go this way a little bit too. But as I said before, I'm going to probably go off of these holes and everything, line up with the tail lights, the body lines, just make sure we're all in the right spot. So I can see this bar is like 10 mil that way. So just looking at those holes. So I'm gonna line all that up and then I'll get this one tacked in as well. How good does it look? I'm stoked on that. They come up very good. So chuffed. I've obviously chucked the front lip on here as well, just so you get the idea. Like I said, this is my template lip for my other car and stuff, so it will be getting the same lip as this, but this is kind of what it will look like when it's done. I do still have to pull these bars off again, so these have only got finger tight bolts and nuts in the end, but the actual bars all bolted up as they should be, and they turned out really good. Very happy with them. So one more job ticked off the list. Still lots to go, but yeah, we're getting there. So definitely, yeah, it definitely completes the look a lot more, having those bumpers done. So yeah, like I said before, we're gonna be diving back into this Corolla next video. I've got to dig into the exhaust. It's going to be getting an exhaust that I haven't done on a KE70 before actually, so it's gonna be pretty cool. I don't know if we've got the room to do it, but we'll find out. Heaps of other work to do on this still, obviously. I've got to do guards, clearance front for caster, rear has to get trimmed out. These guards have actually been like cut and all the inside's been cut out of them, so I've got to like trim these all the way back up to here and fill all that back in and stuff. But yeah, heaps to do. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to get out of the heat. Don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So we'll see you next video, legends.